Hello friends, this is Agnes and today let us see how I make a lantern with parchment paper. So first to start, I am making some holly leaves using white color paper. These are 3 mm white strips. I use a whole strip and make a loose coil and then fold them as shown to form the holly leaves. You will be needing several of them. They are very simple to make, but they are so cute. You can see the kink made, so you have to do the same in the other side and then flatten it a bit and then it's done. Now you can make few tight coils and then make a little dome out of it and then glue on the inside so that they turns firm and holds the shape. I will be adding the list of supplies in the description below, so have a look at it. Here I have used parchment that is I guess around 140 GSM. I will put the exact number in the description in the list of supplies. I'm going to cut it as it is thinner. Instead you can use the thicker one that is also available in the market. So now I will be using silicone glue. It works really well with the parchment paper. It doesn't warp the paper, which is the main drawback of using parchment. You should be really careful that the paper doesn't warp, and white glue every time warps the paper, but the silicone glue is really helpful. And also the silicone glue can also help give the dimension to an extent because it is somewhat thicker than the other glues and dries well and fast. You can see me adding the glue only to the tips, that to one tip of the leaves, so that when we fold the parchment paper it moves easily and the leaves also show out so beautifully. I'm also taking another paper which is somewhat more wider than this. For this I will be using Uniball brand white gel pen and also the 3D liners available in different brands, the white and the pearl one. I have few drawings of snowflakes and I use them as patterns and draw over this. The pen dries so fast and it is so easy to work on parchment. The effects are really so beautiful to have white on the parchment. For some I have used the white liners. These are 3-dimensional liners, but when I use it for the whole like this, it shows a little warp while it was drying, and then when it is completely dry it is almost perfect. But when you use a thicker parchment, which is also called as parchment cardstock, it won't warp that much. For the quill piece, I again use the white gel to draw a few little stars to make it even more interesting. I use a cylindrical object that could fit the size of the parchment paper. Then I use the same silicone glue. I use it towards the ends of, the corners of both the ends so that they don't stand out and join well so nicely. As I said earlier, the silicone glue is so well, it sticks so fast and it also doesn't warp the paper. For the next layer, since the parchment I have used is thinner, I'm giving a second layer. So when you use a thicker parchment, maybe like 400 GSM, you could go with only a single layer. And now I use double-sided tapes to stick on the second layer. You could instead use a silicone glue. So I'm adding it again on the other side. And now it's done. You can see the leaves standing individually, making it even more beautiful. And also the little stars. You can use a LED light to light up. So now these are two different sizes done with the same design. But in this, because the size is little, there is no much warping of the paper or the size distortion. But the bigger one, it has because the length is big, and I have used more of double-sided tape. Even the inner layer has a double-sided tape. So this makes it warped because the temperature here is also very cold, which made it really warped. So better you should use silicone glue even for the whole thing. And this is the other design which I made with the pen and the outliners. I have just made the paper snugly fit into the LED light. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.